Yo, how's it going, everybody? How are we all doing? Today's video, I wanted to talk about some. It's not a really crazy team here today. I just wanted to shed some light onto the droids and the separatists. And I want to talk about Grievous, and I want to talk about the uses and how good Grievous is right now in the game, especially on offense. Especially on offense, guys. So, to do this, I got some help from some friends in Discord, and I looked at some videos and some counters as to where the Grievous is being best used right now. And this has kind of opened my eyes to use him now on offense myself. And I have to work on a few of these guys to get him in order to use him on offense without really having any issues. And I'm actually very excited about this because they can get you some nice, easy wins with some actually pretty decent banners if you have modded properly. And these guys will take some pretty good mods for the most part, but nothing too crazy. So I want to give a big shout out to Brownie. Brownie's a good friend of mine in one of my Discords I share with him, and I spent the night just asking questions about this. You know, what are the best mods? What would you kind of change about your own Grievous mods? The counters that we're going to go into today. What we looking at, Brownie? What we looking at? I mean, he's just giving it all out. He's just laying it all out for me. He's telling me what's up. So I'm actually going to his droids right now and just show you. Actually, let's go in Separatists and just show you what's all about with the Grievous on offense. And honestly, there's really nothing changed about how you want to mod them. If you guys already knew how to mod them before, it's pretty much the exact same thing. But the biggest thing that you want to change is Grievous's cross, and you want to change it from a health to a potency one. And potency is actually extremely key here in countering a lot of these teams, especially in particular the CLS team. You got to land those target locks because with the leadership, it says right here, gosh, working it. Okay, right here. Target locked enemies can't counterattack, and that just stops the Commander Luke team in its tracks if you land those target locks. So it's extremely important that you have potency here. Everything else for the mods, you want a full-on HP set. So you want 3 HP sets, so 6 mods in total, all HP percent on the primary with some good speed, some potency, as you can see here. Keeping in mind that this guy does nothing with his offense when it translates into his damage output. It's all on his health. So don't look for those offense percent mods. You want to go for some more speed here. Crit chance, this crit damage triangle, and then this is of course the potency with some crit chance. This is actually pretty sick mod right here with some more health percent as well, and then another health percent primary there, crit chance, potency. I mean, this is a great mod. And then another one here, very quick, crit chance, because you want him to crit. Another one here, a lot of crit chance, a lot of health. So what are we looking like on Brownie's Grievous? Well, almost 130k health. Nothing crazy there, but you probably could bump it up if you had, I guess, better secondaries, and also if you had that cross. But in this way of using him on offense, we want him modded for that potency, right? Potency is pretty key here. So speed's 224, pretty good. Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty solid. Of course, the CD right there, the triangle, and then the crit chance is actually pretty key here as well because you want to land some of those extra hits, the crits on those hits. So 96%. So it's pretty good here. This is a great Grievous. So this is a Grievous. You want to go for that potency on the cross. You want to try to stack as much as you can from secondaries, and you want to get some crit chance as well as that health. So it's definitely a great little Grievous modded there. When it comes to everybody else, though, we're going to actually be talking in this team, rather, in particular, B1, B2, Magna, and Newt. So this is like the main 5 for countering them on offense for a lot of these different teams. So the way you want to mod B1 is like nothing's changed here at all. This is kind of like just going over what everybody already knows, right? You just want to mod B1 for some speed, some pretty fast speed. A bit of potency is not too bad, but most importantly, the offense. And this is Relic 5 B1, and he has offense, or rather, not offense. Or no, this is offense. What am I saying? Offense on the cross, offense on the triangle, and then, of course, a little bit more added on here on the arrow. So it's nothing crazy on B1. B2, however, Brownie did say you want to mod him a bit different, maybe some more potency. However, with his mods, he's got a full defense modded out, and he has a CA arrow as well, so it's actually pretty tanky B2. However, he should probably go for, I'd say, a nice split in offense, or not in offense, but rather potency and tenacity, because you do get some more tenacity from the B1's Droid Battalion stacks. It's not that bad of a B2. It still is gonna do the job, I'd say, for the most part. So that's his B2. This is his Magna Guard. Nothing crazy, no like 60 mods or anything, but it still gets the job done, guys. A bit more tenacity there. Like I said, you get some more from the Droid Battalion. You start off with 100, and half of that, rather, it's like 0.5, and 0.5 of 100 is like 50% tenacity, so you're going to have a lot of tenacity off the bat, so you don't have to go crazy there. And then, of course, Newt Gunray, you want to just kind of go for some speed, but the thing about Newt, you don't have to mod him for a lot of protection and health. Just mod him for speed. Don't even think about Newt's modding too much. Just have him for speed. It's actually better that you have him gear 12 over gear 13 here, because you want him to die first so that it feeds Grievous his extra bonus turn off the bat and get easier target locks off on the field. So that's kind of it for this counter. I think I've seen some with Droideka, but for the most part, Newt's definitely the better play because it leaves him out in the open and you get that easier bonus turn off the bat. So that's kind of the modding here, guys, kind of briefly, I guess you'd say. And now let's go into some of the counters for today. I've done a video recently talking about JML and countering that. So let's just kind of briefly touch up on this in this battle. It's going to be with Watt here, but I've shown you guys the other ones with, I think I showed you some Magna Guards one, but it's kind of the same thing here. This whole video is just kind of about Grievous and Grievous in offense. We're not really talking about even the Malevolence, but Malevolence is definitely a great ship. Everybody knows Malevolence is amazing. It's probably like one of the best fleets in the game. But in this counter, you definitely want to have Watt here. I guess you don't have to, but you can also use Magna Guard. But we're using Watt here. Give the tank tech out to B2. And you're kind of forced on hitting Master Luke, and as you keep hitting him and you hit everybody else with target locks, you get so much turn meter from the leadership of Grievous. It's kind of absurd. So yeah, you just pretty much keep doing this over and over again. And then we of course have Newt here with his extortion. We'll get off here in a short second. But as they keep on hitting B2, and then as they go back to Grievous after he loses the protection, he loses the taunt, well, he gets even some more turns in. So finally we get the extortion there onto Master Luke. It applies speed down to everybody, so they're even slower than before. And yeah, we just want to kind of kill in this one at least. We want to kill Revan because he has his savior. Got kind of lucky there. We tanked that hit. Down goes B2. And now we get some bonus turns. And with a bonus turn, we AoE a couple of them off. And now it's just pretty much Grievous being Grievous here. They can't counterattack because we have target lock. So both Lukes here are kind of useless for the most part. They're not going to hurt us too much. Not that big of a threat. Another round of extortion from Newt. And I'm not too sure if he's died yet from Newt. I kind of forget. I'm not sure what's happened so far, but we've lost both Watt and B2. It's just Luke. There's no Revan, so no Savior. And we're going to do a basic here and about finish him up. Let's see. The mark's on B1, so we keep Grievous up a bit longer. There we go. Some more of that. So at one point, we'll probably get into the next battle I want to talk about is, we'll just skip ahead. We beat this team here. But the one point I want to bring up in the next one is, you know, yeah, people might not agree with the potency, but like in this one, I want to kind of point out how devastatingly important it is for potency cross on him, because you already get some more potency over time as you get resist rather. But for Grievous at least, you definitely want potency just so you can land those target locks on some of these teams that have counters. So this is probably the most important counter when it comes to Grievous, is what you can do in countering teams. This is a pretty huge counter. We're seeing a lot more CLSs on defense now, and people are either using a mirror match, they're using either JKL or maybe even a Galactic Legend. And for me at least, I don't want to use some of those teams. I want to save them. I want to save a JKL for different uses. I want to save my CLS for either my own defensive team or on countering a lot more teams like a Padme. Or even another Grievous. So I think Grievous right now is going to be one of the best uses for CLSs, especially with just how everything is in the game for just GAC in general, and even TW. So we're using this team here, and they shoot first on Watt, and guess what? That procs Grievous's bonus turn, and with how we try to mod him, we want to land some target locks. We got a lot of target locks there. We just missed out on the ones from Grievous. Not the worst thing ever in the world. We got 4 out of 5. That's definitely great. And now we want to focus down the OG Chewbacca. We have a few guys still in stealth, which is definitely good. So we don't even have to worry about counters even at all, which is definitely great. And now we want to give this extortion to Luke because he has more chances to use his specials to potentially ways to turn cleansing off the extortion rather than using a special ability. There we got a stun there with our Magna Guard. And now we want, I think we want to get some more stuns on other people here. We missed a stun, unfortunately. But we got everybody else kind of target locked. No need to worry about these guys counterattacking us. And that's usually a thing you got to worry about in these ones. But it's so fun to see that just like none of these guys being able to counterattack. One thing, if you guys want to still use CLS on defense and you want to stop some of these counters with Grievous, I should be saying this, but I'm going to say it anyways. Just mod your your Chewpio, your Chewbacca, and especially 3PO for tenacity. You stop those potency, or rather the potency and those target locks, and you're not going to be able to win with Grievous. But definitely not many people running it that way. I am, however, I should always run it that way to counter GLs, but if you want to stop Grievous, feel free to do that. Or if you want to use him on offense, use that as well. But this is definitely a great way of using Grievous. Potency modded on the cross, it just shreds. It really does shred, guys. Another one here, this is a JTR Bros team. This is pretty legit as well. At least not me, you know, in particular, but I've seen a lot of other people having to fight this team on defense a lot with the Bros. People either spread their Ray out, they use them on a solo for offense, and then they use rather not use but set this team on defense. So for this one, it's very similar. You land the target locks, they can't counterattack you, but it's a lot easier because these guys are pretty squishy. There's not as much stat sharing going around. Even though you have R2 here, it's not even that crazy. You kill a couple and the train just keeps going and going. They don't really have many cleanses, although they can potentially cleanse with R2's unique and also the Fin. But even then, it's not even an issue. I think, what would that be on the banner side of things? That is 1, 2, 3, 4 loss of banners, so like a 56, maybe even 57. Guys, that's crazy. So it's the same thing. You wanna have that Grievous modded that way. You get so much target locks, which stops counterattacks. It fuels even more TM because in the leadership, you get even more TM from hitting target locked enemies, and the whole thing just keeps going. And I want to show this one of the last ones I'll show, is just something very simple. You know, this is my garbage tier Grievous. If you guys know my Grievous and Separatists are so bad. I have a Relic 3 Grievous. He might barely have over 100k health. I have a Relic 4 B1, but everybody else is gear 12. We are using Watt Tambor here, though, so it does help us a little bit, but you can definitely pull this off without Watt and use like a nuke gun array if you wanted to. But it's the same thing. You wanna kind of just do the same stuff. You get target locks onto the field. After that, you're so good to go, guys. It is so easy of a counter. Once you get Grievous with his target locks to go, you land that, you get so much TM, you stop some of their counters, and you are just so golden, guys. It is crazy, so crazy to see. And people love using Grievous on defense, but you know, hopefully after this video, it kind of tilts your and sways you a little bit rather to use them on offense a little bit more, because there are going to be some times where you have to fight these really tough teams, and having to have Grievous in your back pocket can do so much for you. Not only can he beat some of these teams I'm showing you today, but it can beat a lot more handful of teams. I think it can beat Bounty Hunters, it can beat Night Sisters, probably even mirror matches as well if you need to use them. If you're like to that dire of an extent, you can use them there. But like they're used a lot of different spots, guys, a lot. So just kind of proving my point here one last time. Grievous, his leadership is so huge here, with not only giving and stopping rather the target locked enemies and their counters, but they get even more turn meter whenever you're damaging a target locked enemy, and it's doubled for himself, so you get 4%. And then it says when damaged by an attack, dark side enemies lose 5% turn meter, and the light side lose potency, so it helps even further if they do get hit, which sometimes they do. But unlike in dark side counters, like versus the Night Sisters or versus even the GOs, they lose even more turn meter, and you just get out in front of them so much easier. So, guys, Grievous, he is so amazing right now in the game for offense. He's probably one of the best offensive teams in GAC, I'd say, if you have it modded properly. Try to make the change, make the swap from defense to offense for Grievous. If you guys do that, you are going to help yourself out so much. I can understand actually if you maybe can't and you're kind of stuck with using him on defense. I can totally understand that. But if you are able to use him on offense and set something else on defense, oh man, that is one of the best decisions you will ever make in your GAC life. It's really going to make a huge difference for you guys. So hopefully I could make that make that change for you from you guys watching this video. Maybe I can kind of tweak some of your guys' decisions and sway you over to the dark side of the Grievous on offense, whatever it is. Just use him, try him out. I think you'll like him a lot. But guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, share it around, and sub to the channel if you guys are new here. If you guys have any other ideas for videos you guys would like me to cover on the game, just let me know down below in the comments, or join in Discord down below in the description link, as well as join the Patreon and channel memberships if you guys would like to support the channel. Guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out and have a good one.